Hello, my lovely people. Welcome back to Cooking with Efya. If this is your first time here, you are warmly welcome. On this channel, I show you how to prepare delicious Ghanaian and continental dishes in a simple and enjoyable way. Today, we are making one of the most loved traditional meal in northern Ghana, Tuo Zaafi, also known as TZ, served with ayoyo soup and a rich stew. So today I'll show you how to prepare everything completely from scratch, from the stew, the ayoyo soup, and finally the TZ itself. So trust the process. Once you learn this method, you'll be able to cook TZ perfectly every time. So let's get started. From Ghana's kitchen, warm and sweet. First, we're going to start by preparing the stew that will be served with our Tuo Zaafi. This stew adds extra flavor and richness to the meal, so we want to cook it slowly and develop a very deep taste. So I'll place my hot oil on fire. I'll also go in with some momone for that Ghanaian traditional flavor, and also add some chopped onions into the oil. As soon as the onions touch the oil, you will hear that gentle sizzling sound. Stir the onions continuously and allow them to fry for about 1 to 2 minutes. This helps release their natural sweetness and aroma. Moving forward, I also go in with some blended garlic, ginger, and onions. I will stir everything together very nicely and allow it to cook for about 10 to 15 minutes on medium heat. And remember as well to come back to check on it from time to time. Delicious recipe. Right, so we are back after 5 minutes and our base is doing absolutely perfect. So now we go ahead and blend some onions together with some pepper and also some fresh tomatoes. Blend until it's smooth because you want that texture to be nicely blended so that the stew cooks evenly. After adding the pepper and tomato mixture into the pot, I'll stir everything together so the onions mix well with the tomatoes. Now allow the mixture to cook for several minutes while stirring occasionally so it doesn't burn at the bottom of the pot. Is very necessary. As the stew cooks, you'll begin to notice the color slowly changing from a pale red to a deeper, richer red, just the way you see it on your screens right now. This means the tomatoes are cooking properly and the raw taste is disappearing. Now I'll give it a very quick stir and allow the base to cook once more for about 10 to 15 minutes on medium heat. Once done, I'll go ahead and go in with my tomato paste. For this recipe, you can only use tomato paste or you can either use fresh tomatoes if that is what you want. So the two either ways works perfectly fine. Okay, now give it a quick stir, cover and allow the stew to cook properly on medium heat as always until the stew is nicely cooked. Remember as well to keep an eye on it and check from time to time. Before we continue with the stew, I like to prepare my meat first so that it cooks properly and develop a rich flavor. So right now I'm going to start by steaming my meat. So for protein of choice, I have some goat meat, cow meat, cow skin, tripe, and some nama. You can also call it intestines if you want. Okay, I'm going to blend some garlic, ginger, onions, and some natural herbs. I'll blend until it's smooth and pour it on my meat. I also season my meat properly with some aromat or spice blend seasoning powder and also some aromat bouillon tablets. Next, I'll add some salt to taste and I'll also go in with a little water. Cover and allow it to steam properly. After about 10 minutes, we are back. The stew is doing amazingly well and that's what I'm looking for. Now I'm going to give it a quick stir. It's still not ready, so let's give it extra 10 minutes for you to do its own thing, and after that it should be ready. Yes, our meat is doing absolutely fine and the aroma alone, trust me, is something else. Is ready, so we're going to set it aside, and so all that is left is for us to add our steamed meat to the stew.
Welcome to Cooking with Efya, where flavor fills the day.
Oh, so our stew is looking rich already. Trust me, at this point, the stew was looking absolutely perfect. It wasn't ready yet, but as you can see, this is definitely going to taste good. So we're going to give it a quick stir. As you can see, I haven't added in any seasoning to the stew. This is because of the stock I wanted to add to it before, because already the meat already contains salt, seasoning, and the rest. So you need to taste and adjust seasoning before you go in with any other thing. So the seasoning wasn't enough, so I needed to add in some aroma stew seasoning powder, which is obviously very necessary, and also some salt to taste if needed. Now give it a quick stir. We're going to cover and allow the stew to simmer on medium heat until it's nice and ready. As always, we're going to keep an eye on it and check from time to time. So as it cooks, the oil will slowly begin to rise to the top of the stew, just the way it's in it on your screens right now. This is a good sign that the stew is almost ready. Taste the stew and adjust the seasoning if necessary. Once the stew becomes thick, flavorful, and rich, reduce the heat and set it aside while we prepare our ayoyo soup. But before we prepare our ayoyo soup, let me go in with some pako, shito, or a little pepper if you want it. You can also omit it if you don't want it. Okay, now add in the pako shito, give it a quick stir, and allow the stew to simmer on low heat. This time around, the stew is ready, so you don't even need to. Okay, but remember, this type of stew doesn't need to be very thick. It should be light in consistency. This is even thick, but today this is the consistency I'm looking for. Make it more light in consistency, and that will be perfect. Now we move ahead to prepare the ayoyo soup, which is the traditional soup served with tzafi. This is ayoyo leaves. I'm going to unplug it from the stem, and also this is what we have. Make sure to wash it very well to remove any dirt from it. Now place another pot on fire or on the stove. Add enough water and also some fish powder. Moving forward, we're also going to go in with some baking soda and also some dawa dawa for that earthy flavor. Now cover the pot and allow everything to cook together for a few minutes. During this time, the aroma will begin to develop beautifully. Now add the fresh ayoyo leaves into the pot. So ayoyo cooks very quickly, so once you add it to the water, you only need a few minutes for it to soften. As the leaves cook, you will notice something special happening. The soup will begin to develop its natural sleepy texture. This is the unique characteristics of ayoyo soup. If you don't want your ayoyo soup to also become very slimy, then omit the baking soda. Is very important. All right, so the ayoyo has been cooking for about 5 minutes now and it's ready. So as you can see, I didn't cut the ayoyo before cooking it, so I'm going to blend it in my blender using the pause button because we don't want the ayoyo to blend smoothly. So after blending, this is the perfect consistency you should get. As you can see, the dawa dawa is also in it. That is looking absolutely perfect. I really want some pepper cake in the ayoyo soup, so I'm going to blend some red and green pepper. After that, I'll pour it into the ayoyo soup, add in more fish powder and also some dawa dawa for that earthy flavor. Don't forget as well to go in with some salty taste. Allow the soup to cook on medium heat or even low heat until it's nice and ready. As I said, ayoyo soup doesn't take a longer time to cook. Approximately 5 to 10 minutes it should be ready. Do not overcook the ayoyo soup because cooking it for too long can reduce its beautiful texture. Once the soup becomes glossy and smooth, taste it again and adjust the seasoning if needed. Now we're going to set it aside because it's ready and looking absolutely perfect. Alright, so next to our Tuo Zaafi itself, I'm going to place a different pot on fire, add in hot water, and allow it to cook once again until it's very hot. Now let's cover it and let the water do its own thing. Whilst that is going on, we go ahead to sift in our flour. We have some maize flour and cassava flour. I'm going to combine the two for the ayoyo, and I'm going to be listing ingredients and measurements for the TZ in the description box for you to check it out. So for perfect TZ texture, you need to mix maize flour together with cassava flour, which is kokunte, more maize flour and a little cassava flour for that stretchy texture. Always make sure to sift your flour to get a very finer texture, just the way you see it on your screens right now. Now let's set this aside and move on to our porridge mixture. For the porridge mixture, I'm going to mix only corn flour. As usual, make sure to sift it very well. I'm going to use 1.5 cup for the porridge, so mix very well with water to avoid any lumps. After mixing, we go ahead and pour it into the hot water and start making our porridge right away. Alright, so now our water is very hot. We're going to set some of the water aside because we are not going to use all this water for the porridge, but don't throw it away. We will need it when we are out of porridge. Okay, now pour the maize flour mixture into the pot. Immediately begin stirring continuously with a wooden spatula or a whisk, just the way you see it on the screen right now. Keep stirring so the mixture cooks evenly. After a few minutes, the mixture will begin to thicken slightly, and that's just perfect. At this point, don't forget as well to give this video a thumbs up, and also do share this video to your lovely friends and family so they get to see this amazing and inspiring recipe as well. Thank you so much. Now this is the perfect consistency that we are looking for. I'm going to set some of the porridge aside because it will be needed when necessary. Okay, now start adding the dry maize flour and the cassava flour gradually into the pot. Add little at a time while stirring strongly. This is the stage where TZ begins to form. Keep stirring and folding the mixture so the flour blends properly with the water. As you continue stirring, the mixture will become thicker and heavier. And also make sure to also add in some of the porridge that you set aside. Is very important. That's why you set some of the porridge aside, so make good use of it. If you run out of porridge, kindly use the hot water. So as I said, the mixture will become thicker and heavier, and this is completely normal. Make sure to use your spatula very well at this point. Press it against the walls of your pan or your pot and make sure to break out any lumps from it. It's very necessary, and that will make your TZ look nicer and smooth, and that's what we are looking for. You can also cover the pot and allow the TZ to cook for a few minutes. After a minute, open the pot and stir the TZ thoroughly. This final stirring helps remove any remaining lumps and makes the TZ very smooth. At this stage, the TZ should look smooth, soft and very stretchy. Once you achieve that texture, that means the TZ is ready. But I want it more soft, so let's go in with a little hot water and allow it to be in the hot water for about 5 to 10 minutes until it's nice and ready. You can cover it at this stage, as I said, so that the outcome will become perfect, just the way you are looking for. Don't forget to also give this video a thumbs up if you haven't done that yet, and also do subscribe to my channel. Turn on the post notification bell so that anytime I upload amazing videos like this, you'll be among the first person to be notified. Thank you so much. Alright, as you can see, our TZ is looking very stretchy, very smooth, very soft, and I love the texture. So all that is left is for us to serve and enjoy. So to serve, we're going to scoop the TZ into our asanka and also pour the hot ayoyo soup generously over the TZ. Finally, add some of the rich stew on top along with some meat and also some onions for that topping. And just like that, our delicious homemade Tuo Zaafi with ayoyo soup and stew is ready to enjoy. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this recipe, and I will be very glad to read all your amazing comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video up to this point, and see you in my next upload. Bye.